We're not busty, we're rusty. Here we go. Episode 39, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. We are back, and it feels really weird to be back, but I'm glad we're back. So, it's been what, 3 weeks now? 4? Was it 4?
I guess it was 4.
Yeah, because we did 2. We recorded for 2.
Well, let's see. The wedding was the 20th, and we didn't record the day before. We recorded the week before, though.
Yeah, we had 2 weeks.
So we recorded on the 13th. Then the 20th happened. No record. The 27th, no record. And then last week, no record.
Yeah, it's been a month.
Yeah.
So
4 weeks out.
I am glad that we are back. This feels great, and I know we're going to have a good episode for you guys, because this is going to go in God knows how many directions. But here's the news, guys. Well, bam! For the video viewers. I got a ring on.
Oh, wedding ring sounds.
I'm taking bitches. And it feels great.
Yeah, bummer, didn't it?
Not really.
No, I was talking for everybody that wants to fuck you like I do.
Oh, well, sorry. Sorry, bro. Sorry, man. I gave you many chances. But,
You did? Am I that bad on picking up at
you're
them?
just blind, dude.
Fuck.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
Whatever.
But check it out, guys. Everybody says, everybody that I work with and, some friends are like, oh, man, welcome to the club, R.I.P., sorry, bro, all this shit. And like, man, you're going to just wait. It's going to be so different. Seriously, when we got back, after the wedding, this was before we went on the honeymoon, but that week we were home, we had no fucking idea what to do with our lives. We were so bored out of our mind. Nothing changed. We just were home. And, we went on the cruise, and it was an amazing time, and nothing has changed. We're still the exact same. And as I've told everybody, it's just a fucking title change.
Yeah. Today is the first day I've come over here since that wedding.
No.
It was exactly like all the other times.
Yep. Just a title change. It's all the same. And literally this doesn't change, you can't fuck me now, but, we're still bros, staying strong. But I got to tell you, man, that the wedding was amazing. It went a lot.
That was a great time.
That went
sure.
way more perfect than I could have ever thought, even though we had planned it for a fucking 2 years.
Damn near.
And it exceeded my expectations 100%. I think everybody thoroughly enjoyed themselves. We had an open bar. We had an open bar, and that should have been done. Case closed. Hey, everybody's going to have a bomb-ass time.
I know my friends. I need an open bar.
Seriously, when they were like, oh, do you want, open bar or, a cash bar, I guess is the other saying. And I was like, please, let me spare you. Open.
Wide open.
Wide. Completely as long as possible, seriously, because, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to take advantage of this. And the funny thing was my mom actually extended that 30 minutes. Did you notice that?
I did.
Yeah.
I was told that it was going to end, and then it didn't.
That was probably the best part. I'm walking around. I'm like, all right, guys, get your drinks. Last call, blah, blah, blah. And then it was another 30.
Yeah. I even said right at the last call, right when he was supposed to close, hey, could I get one more Mick Ultra, please? And he goes, for you, I guess so. And it was like a joke, but that's what he said.
That was a pretty cool bartender, though.
And then everybody kept getting drinks after that. I'm like, did I just look like the crazy asshole that thought he was going to get cut off?
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everybody broke down. Everybody got down, dude.
Yeah.
We were out on that dance floor, and you know what? Our DJ kicked ass. We've actually, we picked, the important shit out. We picked, first dance songs, walking down, coming back, the introduction of the wedding party, and all that shit. Well, when it came to the actual dancing party time, we just gave him full liberty to do whatever the fuck. I was like, yo, dude, I'm not going to go one by one and pick 100 songs. Just... You're a DJ, do your shit, And he killed it. And I did hear, though, he told us that all those were suggestions, mostly by Jordan's sisters. And to them, I say bravo.
Yeah, good music choices, guys.
It was amazing. And, dude, I was so happy I mean, everybody knows the Cupid Shuffle, you know, to the left, to the left, to the, you know, that shit. Dude, that's like my family's anthem, basically, and we fucking get up no matter where it's played ever, and we do the Cupid Shuffle. And so when that started playing, did you see me?
Yeah.
I was like, get the fuck up, get up, let's go.
It's like a fucking metal concert. He was trying to make us mosh.
Dude, it was like the first beat, and I was like,
yep.
Oh, set my drink down, get the fuck up.
Yeah, you weren't letting anybody go away from that one.
And almost everybody did it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun.
I can't remember the song, but...
The one where you broke your back?
What?
I probably need to throw that up on the Instagram page, bro, but remember the picture that Amber took of you and you're like bit like all the way, you're like lawn chaired backwards. And you have like your drink in your hand and you're like, bro.
Full limbo.
Full exorcist. You don't remember that?
I kind of remember doing that, but that's not what I was going to say. There was one song where your mom
God,
pulled me to dance.
Yep.
And she was like on my ass. Like on my ass. So we're dancing entirely too close together. And I think it was one of Jordan's sisters. I like pulled her in.
Yeah, because actually in one of the pictures, it's my mom, you, and then I think it was Brianna.
Yeah, and it was that group of three. She was dancing entirely too close to me. I was dancing entirely too close to his mom. And like, I was in that moment. And then, I don't know, 30, 40 seconds later, I turn around, I look behind me, and there's now a chain of like 30 people behind me doing this.
Yeah, it was like I don't even know what you would call it. It was like a conga line that wasn't moving.
Yeah.
But everybody was grinding up on the one in front of them's ass.
Yeah.
I mean, it was nut to butt, full real. I'll have to go back and look at the photo because there might have been some serious nut to butt, nut to butt, nut to butt.
Yeah, there
meaning,
was.
Hey, dude, and then like women, dude. But I mean, it was like a for real, just fucked up conga.
I actually think that most of the men stayed out of it, if I remember right.
Yeah,
like
I was in the middle of it at one point.
Yeah, it was just me and your mom. I had the right idea to get a third person in there. I guess it was Brianna or something like that.
Yeah.
And then it just got out of hand from there. I guess we started something.
Yeah, I don't know what
like
song...
the chain ended because there was a wall there. Like, I'm sure everybody at the fucking wedding was going to be in it at some point, but ran out of room.
Like, that was, I remember, I got out of it, but it was only because, like, I don't even know who was in front of me. I don't know who was behind me, but I was dancing, and I was like, you know, I wouldn't call it dancing. I was more or less just loosey-goosey with the hips as much as possible.
That's what everybody was doing.
And, you know, it could have been Victor, could have been Jeff in front of me. I don't know. But I'm sitting there just, you know, and then I started spilling my drink because I noticed I had a wet wrist. And I was like, I'm gonna save this. And I just
slid out.
Yep. And then that's because I think there's like one picture of me in the line and then there's not me anymore. And you're still in there. And then my mom's in the front breaking down.
Yep.
Yeah. Dude, speaking of breaking down, my Nana, dude, my grandmother she felt great before we even sat down to eat.
I didn't notice that.
Because here's the funny thing. I mean, I think her and because it was like, you know, it's been a long buildup. It's been a stressful road. Like these past like 2-3 months really have gotten like, you know, crunch time.
Yeah. And
I think everybody was just ready to just fucking back one and just, you know, get loose.
Yeah. I mean, it was the big payoff. May as well make it big.
Yeah. And so I think my mom started drinking and my Nana apparently had been drinking before and she says she wasn't drunk. And I'm just saying, hey, Nana, if you listen to this, I think you're a liar. But because me and Jordan, we finally sat down, you know, we're obviously at the table in front and everybody's out there getting their food, sitting down and whatnot. And I take a drink and I start cutting my food and I'm like looking around just to see who's in here. And I look over on the patio to the right. Nobody's out there. Nobody. There's the bartender with the bar just chilling. And there's my grandmother, no shoes, dancing till, mind you, background music. Dude, she was getting down to like elevator music. I mean, I don't know what it was. It was just, we were just sitting there eating a nice little background, soiree, whatever you want to call it. And I look over, she's out there just fucking getting it, dude. And she got it the entire night, like, dance wise.
Yep.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Nobody had an even okay time there.
Yeah, not at all. It was a 100% blast. And I'm going to see if you know this. I don't even know if you know this happened, but did you know that somebody made my grandmother faceplant?
Yeah, I watched it happen.
Fucking Brad.
Yeah, I watched it happen. I was right there.
Dude, oh my, yes. Was it another conga line? Because in the picture, we
were all very close together.
Well,
I don't remember why.
It might have been the same one, and people came out and people came in. That was a sentence. But my nana ended up being in the front, which is my mom's mom, so she'd just swap places, and then you swap places with Brad apparently. And Brad, it was her and Brad in the front, and then at one point my nana's bent way too over. And then I'm assuming there wasn't a pitcher following, because that had to have been the point at which she fucking yeeted into the ground.
Oh man.
Because like there's the pictures that are on there, there's progression a little bit of, there's like 3 pictures, and it's like Nana, slightly bent over Nana, trying to twerk Nana, and then it ends. And I'm like, yeah, that's had to have been where she face planted. And then there's also the like, because remember Jeff said, he's like, oh, I didn't try to get the, I was pushed, the garter or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, dude, he said the same shit last night when I showed him the photo. He's like, yeah, I got pushed. And I was like, bro, these 4 or 5 photos say otherwise.
Actually, do you want the truth?
Huh? Did you push him?
Yeah. I had a hand on his right shoulder. I had a hand on his right shoulder blade, and Brad had a hand on his left shoulder blade. And he leans over, he's like, push him.
Because in the photos, it's like slowly progressive him going for it.
Yeah, he definitely reached, but there's a good nudge from behind.
All right, Jeff, you're off the hook.
Yeah. Like he reached for it, but we pushed him in.
Well, he caught that, and I don't know why, but my tongue was out the entire time in the photo. I'm like, for some reason. And Jordan threw her bouquet, and it hit the ceiling fan. So it wasn't caught, it was picked up. But, memories, right? No one will ever forget it. Oh.
I'm gonna have to look at those photos, because there's only one photo I saw from that day, and that's our groomsman photo.
Oh, yeah. Dude. Our groomsmen's photos were... It was pretty good.
Dude, we were hot sons of bitches. I'm gonna be straight up.
Dude, we were killing the game, man.
We look good.
You could have put us back in 1919, bro. We would have stole your bitch and your Model T. No, you would have had a Model T. We would have just, showed up, and she would have looked at us, and then you would have had to, like, been proper and got out, and then we got in, didn't say a word, took your shit.
Yeah.
That's how nice we looked.
Dude, Kelsey posted a photo.
I had a pocket watch.
Yes, you did.
Sorry, I just remembered I had a pocket watch. That's how spiffy we were.
Yeah, Kelsey posted a photo, like she was hugging Jordan or something like that. I'm in the background. Oh my God, the cake.
Yeah.
Dude, my ass was fucking popping that day.
Well, that's all. Hey, did we talk about the part where your shit had to get altered and the Jamaican guy came out?
Oh, yeah, like this African dude, he had an African accent in my head.
Was it African?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't really Jamaican, but I was getting my pants fitted for this wedding, and we were at Men's Warehouse, and I was standing in front of all the mirrors. I had just put them on, and I'm thinking, yeah, these are fitting pretty well. I think these are all right.
They fit pretty good, because they fit how Ian normally wears his pants.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of tight, not too tight, a little tight, no biggie.
And African dude, obviously the one who knew the most around there, seemed the wisest. He just walks up behind me, and he stands there, and he looks. And then out of nowhere, he goes, "These pants will not work on you." I was like, what's the deal? He's like, you have too much butt. I see you obviously climb or lift. I was like, no.
He said, dude, he said climb and I lost it.
I was like,
You obviously climb. I was like, dude, you what?
I don't remember the last time I've lifted. But anyway, my butt was the MVP of my outfit for sure. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me take a look at it because I want to like get the urge to fuck myself again. 1 second.
Which his ass looked great. It did. It looked great in those pants. My ass, because we had suspenders on, and suspenders naturally lift your shit kind of, up tightly on your ass.
Yeah.
My ass compared to Ian's ass was like the Cookie Monster eating a cookie. It was eating my pants. And I had to keep picking them out of my ass. Mind you, I had the suspenders fully loosened, basically. And in some of the pictures, my ass looks all right. And if it looks all right, it's looking great. Because I don't have much of an ass. Ian, on the other hand, he was just born with a straight ass. And this guy's got...
I even had the suspenders down.
So you even had the suspenders down, dude, and your ass is popping,
Damn,
bro.
poppin'.
Dude, pop a fucking quarter off that. Yeah. You could take a Skittle, flick it at your ass, and I'll catch it back in my mouth. I'd be tasting the rainbow off your ass. That's how...
What the fuck is going on?
That's how popping his ass was in these pants. And mind you, I picked out the pants. His ass out-trumped my ass in my own pants, technically.
Oh, God damn it. Okay.
Like this dude, did your dad have an ass? Does your mom have it? I've never checked your mom's ass out, so I mean...
she's super thin, so not really.
So did your dad have an ass? I mean...
I don't think so. I don't know.
Does anybody in your family have ass?
Me.
Obviously.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. But anyway.
Well, you got it from...
Yeah, I just got the urge to fuck myself again.
Man, shit. I'm craving Skittles now, but... Anyway...
It's the weirdest we've taken this podcast in a while.
Oh, don't worry. This is probably going to be a long one. We got a lot to talk about. We got the pre-workout flowing, guys, because, hey, we's back, all right?
Yeah.
Anyways, dude, it stormed hard. It stormed hard that night.
Yeah, I didn't realize. I mean, it kept interrupting the fucking football game we were all watching.
Yeah.
And because I was annoyed by interrupting the game, I wasn't really paying that much attention to it. And I was also drunk to not even comprehend the fact that there were tornado symbols all over the fucking map they were showing us.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really, I was like, yeah, okay, storms somewhere in Dallas, whatever. And then the next day, like half of Dallas is gone.
Dude, it was like I was watching the weather the entire week, and it was supposed to be scattered thunderstorms on that day. And I'm like, all right, well, shit. At least we have a backup plan, because we would have gotten married if it was raining. We would have gotten married basically where the dancing was. They just would have moved the chairs there, and we would have been in the middle, basically.
Oh.
So I'm like, well, we have a backup plan, not a big deal. And I kept watching, and the percentage kept going down, and it just straight up moved it diminished, but like the chances got greater in the afternoon or like in the evening. So I knew it was going to storm, and I'm like, okay, well, we'll be all right, hopefully. And it ended up being like a perfect day, like 85, sunny. And then at nighttime, I thought we were going to die.
Honestly, Denton got it just fine. I mean,
yeah,
Denton
compared
didn't
to
get
everywhere
shit.
else. I woke up, watched the news, and like houses, neighborhoods, gone. Home Depot, destroyed.
Like half of the high school, there was a high school.
Gone.
Yeah, like half the high school's gone. There's a big shipping container with all their football gear in it. It was on like a roof of a house down the street. Gnarly shit happened.
Dude, I was up. Okay, so Jordan, she fell asleep probably, I don't know, 9, 10. Everybody some people went out super fucking early, Victor. And, some of us stayed up and watched the game. And so I came out and watched some of the game. I ordered Uber Eats Five Guys burger, and we had fries and a burger back in the room, and then she kind of just passed out as I finished the game up in the room. And the storm started, and I turned the TV off, thought I was tired, and I straight up laid there from like 10 p.m. till 1 in the morning. I got up, was looking out the window, like just walking around in my room. I couldn't sleep. I was just wired. And everybody else had like gone to bed basically. And so at one point I had laid back in bed and I'm just listening to the storm. Normally who doesn't sleep peacefully during a freaking storm? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's kind of a thing. So I'm like, all right, this is going to be it. I'm going to fall asleep. No biggie. And at one point, you know, like when the wind blows and it's like, like it has a gap in, you know, in between blows, you know? And at one point it went from that just to, and just didn't stop. And I'm like, I might have to wake people up. I was very close to waking Jordan up because I sat up and there was a window to my left and I leaned forward to look out the window and it was like rain sideways. Couldn't see out. I just saw rain sideways and I heard the wind not giving up and I'm just sitting there and I said to myself, I'm going to die on my wedding night. This sucks.
Till death do us part is not a challenge, Mother Nature.
Till death do us part.
Right about now.
It's like, I said that, 6 hours ago? Like, well, that didn't last long. But we made it through and, you know, there was a bunch of damage over towards the Dallas area. It's unfortunate, but it was a great evening and the week following was boring as shit. Didn't do anything, just sat at home. Me and Jordan spent money to go buy stuff for the cruise, clothes, new luggage, like you name it. We were just trying to like make the days go by really to get to the cruise. And man, I got to tell you, Miami, beautiful.
Oh.
And I will stretch to say, and you've never been to Miami, have you?
No.
All right, check us out, because me and you have a strong opinion about this other place. I would stretch to say that Miami, more beautiful than California.
Really?
And I love California.
Yeah, geographically, California is one of my favorite places.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's cool. But I got to Miami and Jordan was like, God, this is so much better than California. And at first I was like, oh, don't fucking do that. Don't pull that one.
Can't just go around saying things like that.
And when we got to South Beach, we got to our hotel and it was like, by the way, photographers for hotels, bravo, because pictures are better than the real thing.
Oh, yeah.
But we got there and it was like retro as shit. It was cool, but I mean, like the floor was like those, I don't even fucking explain it. Like, you know, like your third grade rug in the classroom. Basically, it was like different colored circles and shit. I don't know how to explain it. But what was really cool in So Miami was they had Scarface on the wall, like in a canvas. It was badass. And I like look at what I wear, looking at the canvas, and I'm like, ha, so fuck is up, you know? But we get into our hotel room and they actually followed some of my requests because I emailed them and I was like, yo, this is going to be, did you finish yours? Sorry, sir. I'm going to catch up here.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
So you emailed the hotel ahead of time and you said, this is going to be.
Mm-hmm. I said, this is going to be the first night of our honeymoon. I said, I don't know if you do anything special. I don't know if you do, you know, fucking decorations or I don't know. If you do anything, just letting you know, it's the first night of our honeymoon. Have at it, basically. You good? You all right? Grainy?
Yeah, very gritty.
All right.
All right.
He's going to have fun in here in about 10 minutes. So.
Oh, yeah.
But, so I get there and I totally forgot that I had even emailed him and thought anything really. And we get to our room and I didn't notice anything. And we set all our shit down. She goes to the bathroom and I look over and there's a bottle of champagne and 2 glasses and a card. And I'm like, I don't feel like they do this for people normally. And I picked up the card and, you know, I was like, welcome. Thank you for choosing us. Congratulations, all this stuff. And I said, oh, you listened. Thanks for the reply. But she come out and I said, hey, got us free champagne. And she's like, what? That's for us? And then I told her and she was like, oh, and I said, yeah. And then she wanted me to open the champagne bottle and I said, no, that's for you because I have a fear of popping. But dude, that's one thing. I hate fucking balloons.
Really?
I'm not scared of balloons. It's more of the fear of not knowing when they're going to pop.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I feel like one of your worst nightmares is like tuning a guitar.
Oh,
like
dude.
when you put new strings on it.
Have you seen me when you tune your guitar?
No.
I fucking take a few steps back. Because I'm sitting, he'll start tuning his guitar, and I'm like, okay, in about 5 seconds, I may not have an eye.
That's just exactly. That is such a natural reaction. I feel the same way.
That balloons popping. I guess it's just like the, and I'm like, God, fuck.
It's for that reason I cannot shoot a bow and arrow.
Why?
Just all that tension right in my face.
Oh.
I think that shit's gonna break and fuck me up.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why that doesn't scare me. I don't know if it's like the newer new age bows where they're like more, I don't know, whatever. We're not going to go down that road. But anyways, she was like, oh yeah, open it. And I started undoing it, and I'm like, if this pops and like I react, then we may not have champagne. Because here's the thing. I'm not going to go into detail, but as you guys know, I fucked up my hand not that long ago. And I never thought this would ever happen to me in my life, but I legit have PTSD from that. And it's weird because there was where it happened, there was another very, very loud noise in the same exact way that I did it. I was literally doing the same thing, and all I heard was BAM! And I jerked my hand so hard, and my heart rate went up so fast. And I got real shaky. And I was like, holy shit, PTSD
Basically just relived it.
For real.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'll give you a little bit. Crushed my finger between 600 pounds and almost lost it. But, as you can see, it's still here, thankfully. But, so like, I don't know if that's made it worse. You know?
Yeah, I might have.
In a way. I don't know. It's kind of bitching me, but, dude, it was like, bam! And I said, holy shit, my hand's still there. And I'm sitting there doing this shit. I'm like, quit being a fucking puss. Because I was joking around. I was like, to my buds, I was like, I think I have PTSD and shit, man, blah, 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 ha, ha, ha. And then it happened, and I was like, oh my God. Anyways, back on this. Yeah, so I had her open it, and I sat back in the corner, and it was about to pop, and I was like, here it comes, cover my ears, and it goes, pop, ding, 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 ding. Fucking pinballed across the fucking corner and shit. And then we had champagne, and it was nice. So, we didn't really do much while we were in Miami. And so there was a place we wanted to go eat that was recommended to us, so we had to walk down to it. And we also wanted to go see Versace's mansion, because we watched the, American Crime Story series. And, we wanted to see it. So we walked down. We're going to this restaurant. I don't remember what it was called. And we're just walking. We're watching people because it's Miami, and people are wearing things that they really shouldn't be. We have people that are just completely overweight and wearing dental floss, basically. And I mean, hey, do you, girl, but damn. Then you have, just regular chicks wearing dental floss. And we were on the beach at one point, and there was this chick wearing she had D-cup titties, garbanzos, but then she had fried egg top, like an A top. And I'm like, why is that comfortable to have your shit just on the beach?
That's the sound effect it needed.
I don't know. I don't get it. And then, there's a bunch of Speedos, and dude, we saw a guy run by on, I shit you not, Jordan can definitely back me up on this. This guy was probably about 70, tan. He was in good shape. I'll give it to the guy. He was in good shape. He was walking down the street with flaps on. He had caveman flaps, dude.
Oh, okay.
We're talking caveman, just
like doggy doors.
Yeah, and it was cheetah print.
Of course it was.
There was a smallish one in the front, probably naturally, and then there was a bigger one in the back to cover his ass. And he was just strutting his shit for an hour, because we saw him 4 times. Just walking. And dude, if you can obviously tell if you live in Miami because you're like the color of a medium steak. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I mean, I've heard that like people say, "Oh, people in Miami are beautiful." You know, well, there's some good looking people down there. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
dudes are good looking down there. They're just good looking. Hey, we all know, by the way, that Miami is like one of the gay capitals of the world. I mean, hey, Versace, you ever seen it? Come on.
Yeah.
You know. Anyways, back to my story. We're walking down the street. We're going to the restaurant, and we pass this house, and I'm like, dude, that is a badass looking house. And I'm just looking at it, and I'm just looking. I've only seen Versace's mansion on the show, and I'm just looking at it, and I stop, and Jordan keeps walking, and she's like, what are you doing? And I said, that's Versace's mansion. And she's like, no, we're not doing this right now. You're not going to fangirl. We got to eat first. And I said, oh.
So did you go back?
Yes, we did.
Okay, good.
We ate. It was good. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing crazy there. Came back, and we got up to the front steps of it. And the thought in my head was like, wow, he seriously died right here. And his blood was everywhere. And I'm like, he was dead. Literally where my feet are. I'm like, that is crazy.
Yeah.
And then I looked up to read the menu for the restaurant. I'm like, dude, he died here and now we're taking orders? We're looking at we're gauging what the food is? Like it's like, oh dude, he fucking got murdered here, man. R.I.P. Where would you like to sit? Like, what?
Table or booth?
What is going on? Dude, you know, I wouldn't have gone to the restaurant we went to because it wasn't, you could go inside and eat. It was $100 for two, but it was like a 5-course meal.
God damn.
And I'm like, dude, I should have totally done, because I probably paid like $60 to eat. I would have paid an extra $40 to go inside Versace's mansion.
Well, yeah.
Duh. I mean, there's a lot of butt stuff in there, but I'd go in there. You know? And we took some pictures and just, you know, kind of hung out. It was badass. They had a lot of cool cars down there, but you know what? Here's the thing. There's people out there that go to places like Miami or LA, whatever. Dude, you're such posers, man, because you're going to go to the airport and then you're going to rent a fucking Ferrari for 3 days and spend your life savings on a car to look cool and not get none. You ain't getting your nut at all because dude, somebody drives by in a Ferrari, somebody drives by in a Lambo or a Bentley or a Rolls, whatever, and then you got fucking Skinny Magoo over here that's your bro. And he's wearing a fucking, like, I mean, it's kind of funny because I wore one on the cruise, but a flamingo button-up, man, with like one of those fucking Van snapbacks that are like, you know, I don't even know how to explain them. They're not like one of these. They're like one of those weird, like, it's like a 1930s baseball cap with like a flat bill.
Oh yeah,
I don't know how to explain it. And you're just wanting to flex your freaking wallet that you saved up from Chick-fil-A in the past couple years. Hey, dude.
That's basically my life.
Be smarter. We're going to get to you in a bit.
Oh, boy.
But, I mean, dude, me and you, like, we got pretty good jobs.
Yeah.
You know, if we saved up a little bit of money, I'd totally flex on, like, renting a GTR.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not that much. It's like $300 for, like, I don't remember. I almost did it when I went to California. Almost went the extra mile for that one, but I didn't. But like, it's obvious that you don't own that.
Yeah.
I mean, I swear to God, there was maybe one person I saw that was like, okay, that guy's so Miami, and that has to be his car. But everybody else, I'm just like, dude, you drove. It's like you passed our restaurant 5 times. You're just
Doing
driving
it just to get looked at.
Yeah, you're literally just driving. And then somebody drives by in a Lambo going 4 miles an hour and they're like, wow, 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 wow. I'm like, hey, yeah, the gas pedal's on the right, dude.
Yep, you found the gas pedal.
You found it. Great job. The puss is coming your way. But it was badass. I saw a couple old cars that, you know, how you see like the pictures of Cuba? And they had like the old, 55s, the Bel Airs and shit like that.
Yeah.
There were a couple of those, and I was like, okay. And the funniest thing was Jordan said, she was like, there's just so many Cubans here. And I'm like, you think? And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, Jordan, are you being for real for like right now at this very second? She's like, yeah, what? And I said, okay, you see where we're sitting? I said, that's the beach. She's like, yeah. And I said, out there where you can't see is Cuba. And she's like, okay. I'm like, yeah, there was like, okay, Cuba, cocaine. You know?
Yeah.
I was like, a lot of people left. I broke it down. I was like, man, all these people's ancestors came from that place to come over here, and that's why there's so many Cubans. Bam, boom. And then there was that cocaine shit, in the 80s and all that shit, and, they made Scarface. I mean, and she was like, oh, yeah.
It didn't occur to you that Cuba is right over there and has a dictator, and that's why they're all over here now?
Literally everybody's Cuban. And I'll say one more thing about Miami because this made me die, dude, laughing. We were in the room. We took a nap, and it was probably like an hour and a half nap. And one of those naps you wake up and you're just like, what year is it?
Yeah.
Well, the phone rings, and it woke us up out of that. And Jordan rolls over, and she's looking at the phone, and dude, God damn. This is what happens, dude. I'm sitting there, and I'm like, answer the phone. And she's like, looking at it, and she's like, babe, what is it? What's a conser? It says conser. What is the conser? Dude, I said, answer the fucking phone. I was crying laughing the entire time, like I was drowning in my tears. And she gets off the phone. She's like, what is that? And I said, it's a concierge, dude. And then she cried laughing. And apparently it was just a woman that put the champagne in her room. And she goes, I don't know where she was from, but she goes, hello. This is whoever. She's like, did you get the champagne for your honeymoon? And Jordan's like, yes, thank you so much. And then she hangs up the phone, and then I just laughed at her for the rest of the night. And anytime she would ask me a question, I'd be like, fuck. I'm like, you know what, baby? I don't know. We probably need to ask the conser. But Miami was badass. It was beautiful. And, we went on a cruise, for those that don't know, and on the way to South Beach, we passed all, the island where all the cruise ships are docked. They have, Royal, they have Norwegian, they have MSC, they got Carnival, whatever. And she's like, man, those are big ships. And I'm like,
just you fucking wait.
Just wait a minute. And she's like, no, those are really big. I'm like, honey, I've been on those, and this one that we're going on tomorrow is way bigger. She's like, really? I'm like, yeah. She's like, okay. And I wake up the next morning, I'm fucking pumped.
Yeah.
She's pumped, man. We get our shit. We make our way over there, and we make the turn. We start going over the bridge. And when we start going over the bridge, I just see smoke coming out of these stacks, man. And we come over, and she's talking to me, and I'm like, holy shit. Even I'm in like complete awe. And she's like, what? And I said, there it is. And she looks over, and she's like, what is that? And at this point, we can only see the stacks. But I'm like, that's our boat. And she's like, that's a boat? And I said, oh, yeah, well, we're about to see the rest of it. Dude, we come over that bridge. Oh, my God. Fuck, dude.
Can't even wrap your head around it, can you?
No. I've been on a couple cruises, man, and their cruise ships are fucking massive. They hold thousands of people. Let's put it in perspective here. The cruise ships I've been on before hold about maybe 4,000-5,000 people. Not massive, or anything like that. This boat, crew members and passengers, 12,000 people.
Oh my God.
Dude, Symphony of the Seas, Royal Caribbean, built in 2018, largest boat, newest boat. Like, I came over that bridge, and it was like the boat was saying, get fucked. 100%. I was in complete shock. Like, I want to see, I gotta have it. So, oh, here it is. This is what the fuck are you, why does my computer do this every fucking time? Hold on, time out.
Time out.
Hold on.
What are you looking for?
Hold on.
Well,
Here we go.
okay.
Got it. I don't know. I've been clicking on shit, and I think it's the update that the computer had, and I don't know. Anyways, let's just put this into perspective, guys. This boat is a fucking city. It's not a city. It's a continent. Okay. Remember when I told you everything that it had last time?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a boat, and it has 7 neighborhoods. Neighborhoods, ladies and gentlemen. Put that in your brain for a second. It has neighborhoods, dude.
7 of them.
7, mind you. But let me break down the size of this bitch. I mean, you could essentially put probably 4 Titanics in this bitch.
I'm seeing that. Yeah, it looks like
fucking
triple the
5,
Titanic. Probably.
I don't know. Somebody's actually look. Type in Symphony of the Seas comparison, and if you go to Google Images, there's actually a picture that somebody rendered the Titanic like in front and all that shit of this boat, and you'll see how fucking massive this thing is. But let's put it into perspective for a second. This boat long is taller than the Eiffel Tower.
Good God.
Taller than the Eiffel Tower. It's 1,188 feet long.
Good Lord, that's a quarter fucking mile.
Yeah. And because the funny thing was we walked the track quite a bit that they have on one of the decks, and it goes from the back of the boat and all the way to the front and back. 2 laps is a mile.
Yeah.
That's a big bitch. Now,
Good Lord.
I don't understand how this thing floats, but it's 215 feet wide, 225 feet tall. And it has 18 decks.
Oh my God.
18. Okay? Most of the boats I've been on has like 10. 9, 10, you know? But it weighs 228,000 tons. How does something like that float? I don't know. It's math, fucking water displacement, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at this thing sitting in the water and it just does not move. It's crazy. Like we reported, and you'd think you see a boat and
Does the floaty bobby kind of stuff?
Floaty bobby. This thing, nothing.
I can imagine.
Nothing at fucking all. But it holds 6,680 passengers and 2,200 crew members. So maybe I exaggerated a little bit on the people. Thought my math was right, but apparently I'm wrong.
Still,
anyways, there you go.
That's still 9,000 people.
Yeah, the Titanic held 2,453 passengers and 885 crew members.
It's about 3,200.
Yep. The Titanic was $174 million to build. Symphony of the Seas, $1.35 billion. It's right there.
So like 8 times as much.
Yep.
Good Lord.
Dude, our room overlooked Central Park. It had trees in the middle of the boat with bushes and flowers. Hey, we're on a boat.
Why does a tree need to float?
Dude, we were in the middle of the ocean and there were birds flying around on this bitch because there's trees and bushes and flowers. Like they stayed on the boat. There was wildlife on the boat. Because if you don't know, hey, there's not birds like in the middle of the ocean, really. Because
there's nowhere to land.
Yeah. And there was like 2 birds flying around the boat. They were like hawks, but they stayed on the boat. Like they would just fly around and then, come back. But yeah, there's birds on this bitch.
Holy shit.
And mind you, there's a zip line that goes from one side to the other because the whole center of the boat's open. There's a zip line for whatever reason. 2 rock climbing walls on the back. There's an aqua theater where they high dive in the back.
It's insane.
There's an ice skating rink for whatever reason. There's even fucking laser tag. And
I would fuck up some fucking laser tag.
By the way, does Mike Marino ring a bell?
No.
Comedian wise?
Straight up, no.
All right, we gotta look him up after this. He was fucking hilarious. He was the comedian on the boat. And there was another guy, I forget what his name was, but he was fucking hilarious too. Yeah, dude, they got anything, jazz clubs, piano clubs, comedy clubs. Like I said, laser tag. They got musicals on this bitch. Dude, I watched the musical Flight on this thing in the Wright brothers, the plane that they flew the very first flight.
Yeah.
That full-size plane, they flew over the crowd, like obviously suspended on a cable, but in this theater to kind of amount the size here.
Yeah. Oh my God.
A fucking plane flew over my head.
On a boat.
Inside a boat.
Inside a boat.
Inside a boat. Not on top, like on the top deck or anything. This was inside the boat. Dude, they had a full-fledged gym in this bitch. Everything we needed. And yes, we worked out. I mean, you know, obviously personal trainer, hello. But everything you possibly fucking needed. Everything.
Thing's insane. I still haven't gone on one.
It's just, I don't know, man. This boat was insane. It was awesome. The best boat I've ever been on. And mind you, by the way, I want to buy a suite one time. I want to buy a suite on this boat. What does a suite consist of, Colton? Glad you asked, Ian. Dude, for some reason, well, I don't know why you need this, but it's just, I just want to have it and say that I did it. It's 2 stories.
Oh, I think I know about these.
2 stories. It's like 2 bedrooms, 1 or 2 baths. Dude, it has stairs, obviously, to get to the 2nd level and a slide to get down.
Yes.
And it has a living room. I mean,
I need a slide in my house.
it has a 2-story balcony. Yeah, like, and your wall, like your balcony wall, is just 2 stories of windows.
That's cool.
Like you have a house on a boat for a week and a slide. Can you imagine getting plastered and getting your cardio running up and then just sliding down? That'd be fun as shit. Dude, we smuggled 3 bottles of liquor.
3 bottles?
3.
Oh my God.
Yeah, by the way, go on Amazon. You get some shampoo and conditioner bottles. I forget the company, but it's a cruise smuggling kind of company. Highly recommend them. Dude, you pour the liquor in there and it has a seal. You put it on there and screw it on and it just seals itself. So it's like it was never opened if they were to ever check. Yeah, we got Jameson, Malibu, and Crown on that hoe. Mm-hmm.
People call me the alcoholic.
Hey.
Yeah, well, yeah, I am. Fine. But
you are now. You forget where I've been as well.
yeah.
I mean, Bacardi, many, many unforgettable nights. Literally, I don't remember shit. But it was, I mean, I told Jordan it was going to be, you know, it was going to be her first cruise, and I was like, you're just going to be spoiled from here on out.
Yeah. Expectations are probably unreasonably high now.
Yeah. But, so our first stop was going to be Honduras, right? Cool. Awesome. I was actually really looking forward to Honduras. We woke up early, got a coffee, watched the sunrise, we ported, and I realized that this is a construction site.
Honduras was?
Yeah, we pull in and literally 2/3, if not 3/4 of this bitch was just dirt and rusty pipes.
Bummer. That's a huge fucking bummer.
And I'm like, you know, it's beautiful. It was pretty. It was pretty. And we had an excursion this day. We had an excursion to go to a beach and like swim with baby pigs and shit like that and feed them and whatnot.
Swim with baby pigs? Is that what you just fucking said?
I did, sir.
What?
By the way, whitest thing you can possibly do. I'm going to continue.
I'd believe that.
So we get off the boat, and I mean, Jordan's really nervous. She's never, you know, ventured into another country and has heard all the horror stories of abduction and, you know, fucking, as she says, being raped and stolen.
She did say that earlier.
Yeah, that's her, yeah. And so, you know, we get our shit, we get down there, and they have, like, everybody's holding a sign for what excursion you're on. You just get in line, wait for everybody to show up, then you leave. We get down there, we find our sign, literally the only ones in line. Jordan's freaking out at this point. And I'm like, dude, if we're the only ones, we're not going. Like, your raped and stolen thing is becoming more literal in my head as we go on. But luckily we had like 15 people or 20 people show up.
Okay.
We were just first. And we get on the bus and everything, and this dude's name was Raymond. And he's like, hello, everybody. My name is Raymond, and let me tell you, you're going to remember my name, okay? Everybody in this bus is Raymond. You want to know why? Why? Because everybody And then we were all like, oh, Loves, Raymond, you got it. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so we go and we're trying to get out of this fucking parking lot, dude. And I found out that there is one 2-lane road around the island. And it is nut in the butt. Not nut to butt. This is like you're inside each other fucking traffic.
Oh, okay.
It was horrible. I'm not trying to make a joke. I'm being straight up. Like I thought we were going to rear end people constantly, but these people just know how to drive.
Yeah.
We're in a bus. I mean, you're going down the road, dude, and you're inches from cars, inches from the wall. And I don't know how he made some of the turns he did, but he continues to tell us there's just this one boat. Okay, so there's like, what, 9,000 people on the island right now or something like that, whatever it is.
Yeah.
He tells us that the construction they're doing is going to be able to not only accept one, as it sits now, but 6 ships.
6?
They're going to take on 36,000 people a day when this construction's over. And I said, what fucking sense does this make? Because right now, you can't even handle one.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, if you got one fucking road, where's everybody gonna go?
Dude, it took us like half an hour to get across the island. And mind you, the island's like, I don't know what the fuck it was. 4 miles wide, 30 miles long. We just needed to go to the other side. It took us forever to get there. We get there. It's pretty, but it was just like, it was just boring, man. When I've gone on cruises before, there's fucking music bumping. People are going nuts. It's kind of like a rave. A little like a club, you know? They want the energy up. You drink, you party. Let's go, you know?
Yeah.
We get there. It's like silent, and there's like a bar over there kind of playing some like Jamaican. It was like reggae rap stuff. I don't know. It sounded okay, but like it wasn't loud. Nobody's there but us. We sit down and he's like, okay, when I say Raymond's group, everybody follow Raymond. And I'm like, okay, whatever, dude. We get situated, sign a waiver for whatever reason. And he's like, all right, let's go see baby pigs, Raymond group. And we all get up like 5-year-olds and fucking follow Raymond. And he takes us to this pen and there's like 5 pigs in there. And mind you, they ain't babies. And I'm like, okay, these are like the mom and dads. You know, because he said they were like 5 and 6 months old. And then he went on this spiel of saying how they're not babies because it's hard to get babies on the island. And he said, well, really, it's not like hard. They're just expensive. And, you know, we can't afford. He went on a spiel about shit. And he's like, well, these are the baby pigs. And I'm like, all right. Okay. So there's 5, you know, middle age.
5 adolescent pigs.
Yeah. Adolescent pigs. And we kind of hang out with them for a minute. He feeds them and he's telling us their backstories and shit like that. And he's freaking Jordan out because he's saying how one just got attacked by a snake the other night and whatever.
What?
So we go back and he's like, all right, everybody, let's get in water. I will bring out the baby pigs and we will swim. I'm like, all right, cool. So we're like kind of, you know, shin deep in the water. And dude. I fucking shit you not. This fucking guy brings out 1 pig. Like, he brought out 1 fucking pig. Okay, we're already fucked. They're not babies. We got 5 of them. Okay, well, you're still good on the pigs. And then you bring out 1 pig. We're missing an S, bro. What are we doing?
We're missing an S.
And I'm like, are we gonna, what are we gonna do with this? And he brings it out and he's like, all right, who wants to take picture? Who wants to take picture with Pinky? The fucking pig's name is Pinky. I'm like, oh, that is fucking name. That is fucking creative. I would have been more excited if it was Peppa. But by the way, Peppa Pig looks like a dick. Tell me I'm wrong. Anyways,
completely true. Head looks like a turbocharger. That's
true too. So there was like 2 people that took a picture and then the pig shit. Like for real, it like shit in the water and it was just floating and he's like, oh, no problem. He just poo-poo. And he's like swatting it away. And I'm like, dude, this just keeps getting better. I'm so glad I paid for this. This is amazing. And he's like, and like in between people, every once in a while, he'd be like, all right, Pinky, they want to see you swim. And like he'd swim like aggressively 5 feet and then he'd pull him back on his leash. And he's like, next picture. And I'm like, dude, you just let him swim 5 feet. God, 5 feet, and he just shit. And it's one pig, and it's not a baby. What the fuck are we doing? Because clearly, back to the whole hotel and like photographers doing a great job making it look better than it really is. Hey, the people on the Royal Caribbean website, dude, you fucking, you lied. It says baby pigs, not babies, one pig. There's this math. I mean, even I know. I got a D. I know that math does not fucking add up. Okay? And I spent a couple $100 on this. I think I spent like $240.
Jesus.
And dude, by the way, it was, like I said, it was pretty, but the water was kind of green. It wasn't like a blue, it wasn't clear like all the other places we went to where it was beautiful. But we had to get a burger. We were there for like 6 hours. And we would have if we would have gotten off the boat, had no excursion, we would have gotten right the fuck back on. Seriously, because Honduras, it was just, and plus, dude, when we were going to the place, obviously, like, you know, Latin America and all that stuff, down in that region, you know, is kind of known for being, you know, poor.
Yeah.
But we got in, dude, there are people living in shanty shacks, cars broken down everywhere. It looked bad on the way to where we were going. So we already were like, oh fuck. But we decided to have a burger, and I already felt iffy about it because I don't want to eat in another country, you know, or, you know, like, you don't know if if they have, like, does Honduras have cows? Like, how do I know the beef is good?
Oh, well,
so I ordered a burger, and dude, I have never had so many fucking flies around me in my life. There was no flies at first. I ordered a burger, flies. I had to seriously swat and make sure there was nothing on my burger before I took a bite. Jeez. And then when I pulled away, flies.
That's disgusting.
Hey, I had a beer, though. It was like El Salvita or something like that. It was like a local Honduras beer. Pretty good. That was good.
Okay.
But, you know, I fell asleep on a chair because I was bored out of my mind. And then we finally got to go back, and we wasted no time getting the fuck back on that boat.
I can imagine.
So honestly, Honduras, once in a like, it was a one-time thing. Not a once-in-a-lifetime thing. It was a one-time thing. Glad I did it, saw it, cool, done. That's it. Don't need to go back, honestly.
I ain't gonna miss that.
Costa Maya, though, kicked ass, dude. That place was fucking beautiful. I saw an iguana.
No.
It was a rogue iguana.
What?
Dude, you know how, like, you go places and, like, they'll be holding them, or, like, they have, like, a iguana farm, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, no, I saw a rogue iguana by itself. And nobody knew it was there.
You're saying rogue, like animals don't belong outside.
Well, typically, you know, you don't, dude, it's not every day you see a fucking rogue dinosaur, dude. Like, typically, if you see an iguana over in Mexico, somebody's holding it.
I think the word you're looking for is wild.
Whatever, it was rogue as shit, dude.
A rogue iguana.
Yeah, so we found a little spot on the beach, and we set our shit down, went shopping a little bit, and came back, and I noticed something on the wall. And I walk over to it, and I'm like, oh my God, it's an iguana. And I took out my GoPro to video it, and Jordan's like, don't get too close. And I'm like getting closer and closer, and she's like, Colton, you're gonna make it mad. And I'm like, yeah,
it's not an iguana.
I'm like, it's a fucking dude. Like, this thing was he's probably about 2 feet long, maybe. He wasn't that big, but I mean, he was probably like 140, you know. But there was like a pipe and a hole in the wall, and he like went in that hole. But I saw a rogue iguana. Straight up, dude, rogue as shit, man. He was just out there chilling on the wall, and I came up, and he was like, you know, with his tongue or whatever, whatever it is. And then he went back in there. But dude, he was probably like, I saw like a 140-year-old iguana, dude. That dinosaur was cool. But anyways, they had the beachy area. They had pools. They had like a little lazy river thing with like a swim up bar. They had a whole pool with dolphins. It was kind of sad, but I mean, you know, dolphins. So that was cool. And then I wasn't supposed to be videoing the dolphins, and I videoed anyways until somebody was like, excuse me, sir, no video. And I said, okay, cool. And I kept recording. So, you know, I'm a rebel. But I took a lot of video of the boat there because it was way off in the distance because of the port, you know, and it has to be, you know, kind of deep.
Yeah.
So we did that. Went to Cozumel. and Cosmel was badass. We drank at Senior Frogs. Had a big ass drink too, dude. They're massive. They're like this tall, about the width of a dick, hopefully. And then I mean, if
A dick, hopefully.
hopefully, I mean, I'm just saying, hopefully your dick's like that big around. But I mean, if it's not that big around, then sorry. But it was the width. Okay, by the way, in Costa Maya, we straight up drank out of a dick. And I'm gonna,
All right.
yeah, you got to tell Jordan after this, dude, because it was a palm tree, but like there was the bottom of it. It looked like a pair of balls. It was a pair of balls, and then it was like this curved shaft, and it was like a ribbed dildo, really. Because you know how palm trees are, you
Yeah.
know? It was like a ribbed dildo, and then the straw had like the leaves coming off of it. And I was like, take the straw out, and I'm like, yo, this is just a headless cock. And it was. It straight up was. But dude, that drink was bomb. Also, Senior Frogs and Cosmel, that drink was bomb too. I was fucked up in like 5 minutes. Like I said, it was like this tall.
Yeah.
And so we went over to Margaritaville and we had like two drinks, a shot. Like we drank, dude. That Cosmel was the day to get schmished. Like
Schmished?
slaughtered straight up. And they had a beer drinking contest and the guy from San Antonio won, so that was fucking cool. That means he flew to Miami, got on our boat, and, went like we did, and it was a fellow Texan, and I was like, yeah, drunk as shit, Texas. Because after that, they played music, and I was like, Jordan, come on. And we formed a conga line with all the employees there. And when you were in the conga line, there was a girl that stood on a chair with a pitcher. Not a picture, a pitcher, like I don't know what was in it, some beverage of some sort. And she would pour it in your mouth as long as you could do it. Dude, I sat there for like a good 15 seconds. I gulped that shit down. Don't even know what it was. It wasn't tequila, though. I know that because tequila does not flow well with me.
No.
But I was like, well, it sounded like I was sucking dick just now, but but I was drinking that shit, and she actually was like, okay, wouldn't like cut me off, and then went on to the next person. We were in the conga line, dude, and then we ended up making our way to the stage. Got up on stage, dude, and just fucking rocked the wobble. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby,
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Hey, by the way, I don't know that dance. Neither did Jordan. We got up there, though. We followed. I videoed it, and we're drunk, and it was amazing. Dude, it was hot as balls in Mexico, too. It said the temperature was like 86, but it felt like 115.
Jesus.
Dude, I was sweating ass. Like, dude, my ass cheeks were sticky.
It was probably the humidity that did it.
Yeah,
I mean,
probably.
the added heat, anyway.
And, I mean, the Bahamas were amazing, too. We fucking did. In Cozumel, by the way, I knew how big this boat was, but there was Enchantment of the Seas that pulled up next to us, which is another royal ship, and it just looked so cute next to Symphony of the Seas. Like, we went and ate at the buffet at the top, one of the top levels of the ship, and I'm sitting there eating, and I'm like, wasn't there a boat next to us? And Jordan's like, yeah. And like, I walk over, and I'm like, oh, it's down there. I'm like, oh, shit.
It is next to us. Still.
Look at that little guy. But the Bahamas were sick. We took a balloon ride. A hot air balloon ride. Took you up like 35 stories. Up there for like 10, 15 minutes. It was pretty fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
I got to show you video of it. I got it all on the GoPro.
Cool.
But that Royal Caribbean, your island, seriously, a perfect day. If I have to hear that fucking song one more time, it's a perfect day at Coco Cay. I get it, dude. The song is too much. Too much. Like, I had to hear it on the boat, and they were playing it as we got off the boat. And then when I got down off the boat, the guy in the golf cart was playing it in the golf cart. And I'm like, because I got on, nothing was playing, and then he started driving, and then he hit play, and that song was on, and I said, drive off this dock.
It's a method of fucking brainwash.
But it was...
All the employees are just...
I know, seriously, it's a perfect day. And you're like, cool. At Coco Cay. I'm like, oh, cool, you can rhyme. And you heard that 1,000 times. But that was beautiful. It was a beautiful place. And I got Ian a present here.
Yeah.
I got him a present, and I was going to give it to him during the podcast, but I just couldn't wait to give it to him. But here's the story. I was drunk. I mean,
as all these stories are gonna start.
yeah, I was drunk, and we were shopping and stuff, and I filled up my little Yeti with Jameson and then got off, and then I pretty much finished that, then went shopping. And 32 ounce, by the way.
Jesus.
And we're shopping at these little huts, and we're, trying to get like little gifts for people. And I find this shot glass. Now, me and Ian, we went to Vegas a while back, and he introduced me to Budweiser. We had a picture of Budweiser. What was the place called?
Budweiser Beer Park.
Yeah, Beer Park across from the Bellagio in Vegas. Great place. And we had Budweiser that night, and I saw a shot glass that looked like the Budweiser logo, but it said like the Bahamas and all this shit. It was pretty cool. And so I like pick it up. I'm looking at it. I held it for literally like 2.2 seconds. And I didn't set it down. I straight up dropped that shit. And it hit it. I dropped it on the other shot glasses, and it just disintegrated. And I don't know if I broke any other ones because I was in shock and I just was like, I'll pay for it. But the girl was like, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And I said, okay, well, I'll take this anklet. It's a bitch. But I felt bad, so we bought 2 anklets, and it was $18, and she only had $1 in change, and I said, no, it's cool. Take the 2 for yourself because I broke that shot glass. And then I went to another store and bought that same shot glass. So that's what I got for Ian.
Hell yeah.
And I hope you enjoy it.
I do. I already do. God, that fucking beer park night. It was a half gallon of fucking beer.
Yeah.
And I think I drank about 90% of it myself.
You did, because what was I having?
You had proper 12.
Oh, I had proper 12 and like Sprite or some shit.
Yeah, I can't remember what was with it.
It was a weird combo.
But you were drinking that, and I had damn near the whole pitcher myself. And then we stumbled all the way down the Las Vegas Strip back to our hotel room.
Yeah, like 3 miles.
Yeah, it was a long fucking way. But drunk us was like, it'll be fine.
And we're carrying. I remember we walked into what casino was that? The purple one.
Harrah's.
Harrah's.
No,
yeah,
Harrah's. Yeah.
Yeah, we walked in there, bought 2 beers, and then we walked down, and it was funny because I mean you can have open container down the street. And it was funny because drunk me and drunk him, we'd pass some cops and we're like, hey, top of the morning to you, and like hit our beers next to us. And
then the moment we passed and we remembered is like, oh yeah, they don't give a fuck. They probably didn't even, they probably even saw us trying to hide it.
Yeah, that's probably the funniest part. But then we passed like a couple more and it's like, cheers, bitches.
Yeah, we raised our beer to the next 2 we saw.
It was pretty funny. I hope you're having a good evening, officer. Because I am. Got another 1.5 miles to go.
Yeah. We were regretting that about halfway through, weren't we?
Yeah. Feet were hurting. Knees were hurting.
Especially after all the fucking walking we were doing at SEMA.
Oh, my God.
God, we probably walked like 30 miles in those 4 days.
Yeah, SEMA just ended Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I saw the post on Instagram and I got really depressed about it.
Mm-hmm. Same.
We're trying to make the trip this next year though, dude. We're trying to plan for that. So, and we probably need to get on it, but we got to make it happen. SEMA was the shit.
Yeah, SEMA's real fucking cool.
Straight up the shit. We know how to get inside now. Not going to give you our secrets, but we did. And what was I, Francisco?
Your name was Francisco Garcia.
Yeah, baby.
And my name is David Mora.
Oh my God. Yes.
I think I still have that pass somewhere.
Yep. I hope that idea still works in the future. I'm sure it will. Why would it not?
I don't think they card people.
I really don't think they do, but you know what? Thank you for not.
Yeah.
One of the best times of our lives. Other best time of my life, getting married was fun as shit. Seriously, we and Jordan talked about it. We were saying the week we were home bored as shit, it was like, you know what? That was a lot of stress and shit, but we'd go through it again. It was kind of fun.
It was a good fucking time.
I mean, it just, even the build up to it, we'd do again. It was almost as if the wedding was over and we lost a purpose because we were working for that so much.
Well, what do we do now?
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's what all we were working towards and planning for and all this shit. And then it's gone in one day. And then you're like, no. That's how it was. And
Nothing
it was
but static in your brain now.
It really was. Like, it really was. But I'm married now. And I'm taken, and it's fun. Nothing's changed but the title. And you know what also happened while you know what has recently happened, ladies and gentlemen?
What has recently happened?
This fucking guy right here, Ian fucking Pasmore.
What did I do?
You wrecked your car.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, I did.
The Camaro quite possibly could be no more.
Yeah, my beloved 2018 Camaro SS.
Beloved my ass.
I love it. I love that car. But I really hope I totaled it.
Yeah, that would help him out a lot,
Yeah.
honestly, if it was...
I'm not trying to commit no
totaled.
insurance fraud. It was an accident. But if it totals, it'll be a good time. Anyway, I was driving, because I obviously got to get the story now. I was driving down the infamous I-35 on Thursday morning. That would have been the 7th?
Here you go.
Yeah. And, well, I mean, minding my own business. It was raining. I was just chillaxing in the left lane going 65. Hydroplaned. When I finally caught grip, I shot rightwards all the way across 3 lanes of traffic. Nobody was right next to me, luckily. I fucking drifted into the right wall. Like, that was a hard lick. NASCAR fans will know who said that.
Yeah.
That was a hard lick. Like, I nailed that right rear corner, spun my ass around twice, and then I hit the right front corner on the right wall, spun me around again, and, like, by the time it was over, I was backwards in the left lane. Car was fucked. It wasn't on anymore. And I looked up, and all the traffic is just sitting there staring at me. Like, I'm pointed backwards, so I'm just looking at headlights. I'm like, sorry, everybody.
One moment, please.
I started the car back up, and I limped it off the highway. Fucked the right rear corner up. Like, the wheel was just wobbling all over the place. So I couldn't drive it anymore. And got a tow truck, and now I'm dealing with that. But it looked a lot better than it felt getting in the wreck. So I didn't think it was going to total, but it's actually getting close.
So, moral of the story is it might total.
Yeah. Big, big bummer. I love that car, but I'm so upside down in it that totaling it is the best thing I could possibly do financially for myself. So we'll see how that goes.
Hey, but you got a sweet rental, bro. It's a
Fuck
sweet...
you.
that is a sweet ride, dog.
It's a fucking Dodge Journey, and it makes me want to eat a bullet. I hate that fucking car.
Well, I mean, it's unfortunate you didn't get a Mercedes rental like you did last time, but...
Yeah, my Mercedes GLC was so nice.
So if your car... When are you supposed to find out if that thing totals?
Well, an adjuster is supposed to call me this coming week. I don't know about what. Like, I don't even know the specifics of the phone call, but I'm supposed to be getting a call this week about it.
Okay, so how long does your insurance pay for your rental?
30 days.
Okay, so if they call and tell you that your car's totaled, then you have within that 30 days to get a new car.
I guess. I mean, like, I don't know how soon after they declare it a total loss that I have to be out of my rental car. I don't know if they'll cover it up to 30 days if at 10 days they say it's totaled. You know what I mean? I don't think they'll cover it for the rest of that time.
Yeah.
But,
well,
yeah, big bummer.
Well, RIP to the Camaro.
Well, it may not be dead.
Possibly.
Yeah, I
Possible
hope it is.
RIP. It's on life support currently.
Yeah, it is.
It's in the ICU. It's chilling. I mean, we're gonna see what happens. May have to pull the plug on it.
Yeah, every day I get an update from the mechanic that's looking at it. He's like, yeah, lower control arm's broken. Subframe is fucked. You need a quarter panel. Your rear bumper is... My rear bumper was destroyed. Like, oh my God. Like, it's supposed to tuck up underneath your trunk lid. Like, when it's shut, there's bumper inside. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. There's that hangover.
Yeah, the bumper was on the outside of the trunk lid after I was done crashing.
Sweet.
Like, I really moved it around. But, I don't know. Makes me sad.
But, dude, you know, it's all good in the hood. I think things are going to work out in your favor. Honestly, the way it's going, I think it might go totaled.
I don't know.
But if it doesn't, it's going to barely not total. And that's what's going to be.
Yeah, that's the shit part.
The shit.
Yeah, it's already like up to 60% of its value in damage or something like that. Like, it's close. But what else was I going to say about it? Oh, yeah. So I told my boss and I told one of my coworker friends, like I was texting him that morning, and he let the word spread. Like, he told a few other people.
Yeah.
By the time I got to work, like 4 hours later, holy shit, are you okay? Everybody around here thought you died. It's like, relax. And there's like one girl that works there. Her name is Sharon. And her first question was, her first question was, did you cry?
Oh my God.
What? No. In fact, I called my boss not even a full minute after I was done wrecking. And I was calm as hell. Like, it was 7:06 in the morning. And he picks up the phone. Hello. I'm like, you're not going to believe this, but I just wrecked the shit out of the Camaro. Slid all the way across the highway. Banged up the right rear and right front corner real bad. What I'm trying to say is I'm not going to be there on time. So he told me later that day, he's like, you were like weirdly calm about that. I'm like, well, I'm like past stress now. Like, I have catapulted way past the level of stress. And at this point, I'm like, it's all going to be fine.
But the funny thing is like his catapulted past stress is like just chill.
Exactly. Like, I'm past the point of stress. And now I'm like, I mean, shit might be difficult for a while, but I'll be fine sooner or later. So
yeah, his level of his stress and my stress are two different things. I'll be stressing, I'm quivering, might need to shit at random moments and freaking out. You know what I mean? Like, but he's just over here smooth sailing, no problemo, whatever, until he hears news.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, I'm okay, and I'm gonna be okay no matter what happens, but I'm gonna be very okay if that car totals.
Yeah. We already ran the math before the show, so we know how this is gonna go. What time we at? Over an hour.
Yeah, hour 15 or so.
Damn, son. That was all, dude. I feel like we didn't even have a show because we didn't talk about random shit.
Yeah.
Like we actually like talked about the events that have happened in the past couple weeks.
Yeah, we just talked about the past 3 weeks and that was it.
Yeah. But I mean, I had random thoughts lined up, things that happened during my work week, heading coming back to work and stuff like that, and it's just not worth bringing up now, I guess. Cuz, you know, what would be a Daft podcast without shit? But
that's one way to say that, I guess.
I might just leave that because that's just a stupid thought that I had. But fuck it, we'll talk about it. We'll steer this away from our past events for the past 2 weeks and go in real Daft podcast fashion. We're gonna end the show in real,
oh boy,
Daft podcast fashion because you know we're just fucking gross. That's what we do. That's who we are. I gotta ask a serious question though because I'm sorry it's gonna go to shit. But I had this thought when I was in the bathroom at work.
Okay.
I'm sitting there. I walk in. I gotta go pee. I'm not shitting. So hey, this is the good news, okay? I go in the bathroom, and you guys already know how I feel about going to the fucking bathroom, dude. You know, the whole fucking typhoon up in the corner with gas and air, and you're sitting there taking a piss. Okay, well, that's
You're always eating ass.
You're always eating the ass. Eating someone's ass. Yeah. Whenever you go into a public bathroom. So I walk in there, start taking a piss. I can see there's people in the stalls, and I'm like, okay, it doesn't smell. Not that big of a deal. I can pee, get out of here, and make a quick exit after I wash my hands and just get out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's gross, but it was such a stupid random thought to me. I'm sitting there, and you ever hear just somebody just so open their ass? Okay.
What?
Okay, hold on. Like they're sitting there and they just open up to fucking release a fart.
And their asshole only makes an F sound?
Yeah, and it just rattles in the bowl. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, here's my thought process. I was like, wow, this person, like, dude, if I'm in the fucking bathroom and I'm trying to drop one, I'm trying to make my shit silent. I don't want people hearing what I got. hearing what I'm capable of. And like, dude, there's some people that walk in there that are just letting their cannons loose. And seriously, this was the thought that I had. I don't know why I had like noted this down in my brain. Like, oh, you can bring this up on the podcast. So stupid, wasting all of your time. But someone did that, totally ripped straight ass. And I was like, one of those proper English people. I was like, oh, I am so appalled.
I say.
And then my next thought was totally me. And after I was like, I'm so appalled. And I go, that was a fucking asshole.
What?
Like, eating a shit.
Some asshole just made that noise.
With their asshole. And then I was like walking back to where I work, and I'm like, how can you open your ass like that? You are sitting next to somebody, you can see their feet, and you're just gonna fucking open that sphincter?
What else are you gonna do in there?
I mean, dude, hearing the plops is one thing, but that's not near as gnarly as fucking.
Yeah, I hear some pretty gnarly shit at work too.
Yeah, that's how. And dude, if I'm waiting to go to the bathroom and someone's just totally tearing it up and then they come out, I have a different vision of you forever. Like forever, dude. If you're one of those people that just lets your ass rip in a fucking toilet, hey, game over. We're not friends.
What? I don't do that, but what?
Because those are the people that like don't wash their hands either.
You're probably right.
I feel like that's a pretty good ratio.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Like if you just have the audacity and the
audacity.
lack of care to just, dude, seriously, when I hear that shit, dude, the image of an asshole straight up buttholes opening and just releasing that shit pops in my head, and I'm like, you're fucking disgusting for putting that image in my head, and you didn't even say anything.
Well, I mean, that's what happens in a bathroom.
That is what happens in a bathroom, dude, but you rip ass when you're by yourself. You do that shit, dude. Then I for real know, like, oh, if I don't make a quick exit in about 5 seconds, I'm gonna taste what just came out.
Oh, God.
Like, I already know that I'm, like I said, you're eating ass when you go in the bathroom, straight up, can't avoid it. But if I'm there and I know it's fresh, I might puke on my own dick while I'm peeing.
God damn.
It's a horrible visual, but straight up, dude, you hear that and you're like, fuck, and you're like halfway through your piss, you're gonna start panicking because you know that heat's gonna rise. And it's gonna go through the typhoon in the corner and it's coming down. And straight up, max 7 seconds. Max, dude. You have to like flex, piss real hard, risk giving yourself a fucking hemorrhoid, and try and get out. Dude, it's real life. It's just straight up real life. I mean, it's a real thing. And you people that probably know what I'm talking about, and you people are probably like, oh yeah, that fucking shit's disgusting. And it is. Rip your own ass in your own house. Not literally, but...
Rip your own ass.
Yeah, like, whatever. You know where I'm getting at. I had to bring that thought up because it's been grossing me out, and it happens pretty much almost every day.
Jesus.
Dude, I'm dead serious. You'll be at a fucking McDonald's for whatever reason, and, I mean, obviously to eat, but, dude, you'll be in there, you take a piss, wash your hands, and you hear somebody fucking, dude, they got a fucking circus going on in that bowl.
Circus?
Like, dude, if you're dropping it, man, and your ass sounds like you're baking a cake with a fucking blender, dude, like you rattling across the plastic sides of the bowl, dude. Hey, somebody needs to create a suppressor for your ass. That needs to happen. Little R, small TM, whatever the fuck it is, man. Little R with a circle. We need to patent this shit because, hey, we need to create, seriously, a silencer for your ass. Because you should not be making those noises. And if you're making those noises, you don't wash your hands. And you're spreading disease and killing people.
It could be like just a short stretch of hose. And just leave it wide open. That way it just exits. It just goes, and that's it.
I feel like if we're adding extension, it's like car exhaust.
Well, I mean, like, it's just a short enough piece just to get it into the ass. It doesn't need to be, you don't need to pipe it out somewhere.
So you're going to have like essentially a fucking man-made turtle head all the time.
Yeah, a hollow butt plug. So just when you fart, actually,
there's no flappage?
Yeah, exactly.
There's no just...
Exactly. You don't get the buzzy trumpety sound.
Oh, God.
It just goes, and it's over. And in fact, it probably wouldn't even happen like that since your asshole is permanently open.
Seriously, if you do
there would be no difference in pressure. It would just leak out continuously all day.
Well, maybe, but maybe it would be like, instead of having, the flappage and it's like, one of those, it's like having your little pipe idea just be like, thum. I feel like, I don't know why this popped in my head, but I said thong and I just thought of like a fucking smoke ring going into the toilet. Like, what are we doing? Vaping out our ass now, dude? Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Get like one of those turbocharger noisemaker whistle things and put that in the device.
Oh, dude, let's get a blow-off valve. Instead of, dude, can you imagine taking a piss and someone's dropping a load and it's just... Or it's like a continuous one and it's... And I would be like, nice. Oh, excuse me. No ice. Nice. Whatever the fuck the damn current meme is.
That's fucking hilarious.
That's nice.
Or just the little, the little ring that's got that whistle noisemaker on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, put that in there.
Way more acceptable than what your flaps in your ass are making. Dude, that's the thing, bro. Like, it's a sphincter, bro. It's supposed to open and close. It opens, lets things out, and closes. That's not supposed to flap. Like, it's just, I mean, I really think that you're trying when that happens. Like, how can you just have a loose ass letting that shit out? Like, are you just like, oh, here it comes, and you tighten up a little bit, and then you create the flappage? You're a gross human being. Back to fucking not washing your hands. I'm not, dude. When I go to the bathroom, I ain't flapping, dude. And if you're flapping, I don't want to know. I don't want to know why. Okay? I'm going to leave it. I don't need to know. But you know what? Tighten up your ass, people. Please. If you take anything from this welcome back episode, tighten your ass.
Yeah.
And wash your hands.
Well, yes. Definitely.
You need to get back on that. At least hand sanitize it, something. I mean, it's a quicker exit.
Pump.
Oh, God. Ian just fingered his ass with fucking hand sanitizer. Whatever.
I pantomimed it. I didn't actually do it.
Yeah.
For those of you not watching.
Yeah, that was for the video viewers. By the way, people, I'm going to try and get out of this disgustingness. But, I mean, hey, we're back.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
Welcome back, guys.
So, like I said, guys, we're going to try and get back on these dark episodes soon. I'm not focusing on hopping on it like right now. I mean, it's going to happen. I'm going to keep sending your shit in. I got a couple ideas that y'all have sent me, but we're going to get on it. Not going to give you a time frame. Just like I said, we were going to be back right after the cruise, but, we took an extra week because I was adjusting to the time still, coming back home, and I texted Ian and I was like, yo, we'll wait. I mean, it's as simple as that. I was like, I can't. But we're back. We plan on being right back on the grind week to week. And I plan on doing the YouTube videos again. I'll probably honestly do the YouTube and get it done tonight. Not post it, but get it ready so I can just kind of be proactive now, because I feel like we're more official, guys. This is episode 39, man.
Oh, yeah, that's when all podcasts become official.
Yeah, they're official. They start, they progress a little bit. We've been gone, I mean, not to y'all, but to us, we've been gone a month. That's a long fucking time. We had a break. We were ready to hop in this bitch. We talked about assholes right at the end. Didn't need to throw that in, but did anyways because that's who we are and we just don't give a shit. But you know what, guys? You already know. You already know. I don't have to say it, but I'm going to anyways. Please go on the Apple Podcast app. Give us 5 stars. All 2% of you, please. Give us 5 stars. Give us a little review. Give us your following instructions. We may bless you. And that's if 2% of you actually, do this. Hopefully you do. But the rest of you guys are on Spotify and all that shit. We're very, very thankful for those people and the 2%. Please go on Daft_podcast on Instagram, iPasmore over there, or Colton_Ballinger for myself, or the daftpodcast@gmail.com. All those places you can message us, give us your shit. Give me those dark episode fucking ideas. Give me the shit. Doesn't matter what it is. It can be a fucking cult, murderers. I mean, you name it. It can be anything. Haunted places, abandoned places, abandoned haunted cults. I don't know. Dude.
Abandoned haunted cults.
Yeah. It literally anything. We'll check it out, do it. We'll get on it at some point, guys. I'm not going to give you a specific date because obviously, we haven't met those.
Yeah, we haven't been
I give
hitting
you
those too
dates
good.
and it doesn't happen, man. That's the thing about this podcast is we're not famous. And we're normal ass people. We got normal full-time jobs and we do this on the weekend.
Yeah.
We're building this. We're building it from the ground up. There's no help at all. So anything that you guys do is so very much appreciated. And when you go out and do all these things that I say, go on all these social media sites that we got, and when you interact with us, we love it, guys. And we try to get back with y'all when we can, emails and little, what are they called, direct messages, whatever the fuck. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Just thank you. But we're back, guys. I hope you guys are excited because this is it's kind of like a new chapter. Like, we're fucking getting back in this shit, and we're going to start going ham. Next week's really going to be like a fresh episode because we are going to have nothing to talk about. It's going to be one of those, like this episode, we had, quite a bit to talk about and try to get through of what's happened recently, and, couldn't get through all the details, but...
We'll be back to firing from the hip in a week.
Yeah, we're going to be firing from the hip, and... Whew, man, you guys buckle up, because we're going to see. And I'm really surprised that pre-workout didn't hit you hard.
Yeah, it didn't.
Because I gave you like 2 scoops.
I felt it.
Oh, okay. Well, I took some too, but it didn't hit me as hard, so we need something more
Actually,
hardcore.
I can't say I felt it. I gritted it.
Yeah, I could see you over there. Oh, I got offered cocaine.
Okay.
Quick short story before we leave. Miami, guys, we were walking, and I had flashback to California because everybody's trying to hand you their mixtape in California.
Yeah.
This guy fucking goes to hand me something, and I was like, no thanks, and I kept walking. Well, when we arrived in Miami, I joked with Jordan. I was like, where's the cocaine? We passed this, we crossed the street, and she's like, you did it. I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? And she's like, you got offered cocaine. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, that guy. I'm like, he wanted to give me his mixtape. And she's like, no. Did you not see what was in his hand? I'm like, what the fuck was in his hand? And she was like, he just flashed you his card, and it had a little baggie of cocaine. And I was like, oh, I did it. That was like right after we landed and got out of our hotel and stuff. So I forgot about that little tidbit. There's probably more shit that I'm going to remember for the next podcast. Who knows? But we're going to be flying by the seat of our pants. We're going to be back, guys. Hopefully these YouTube videos go up as planned. I think I figured out what was wrong last time, being deleted from a laptop and shit like that. I think we got it. I think we're good. We're going to go up 6 a.m. as usual on Wednesday. I changed the time if you'd never noticed in the past few episodes.
No, because I don't start listening to it until after 8 anyway.
I started going to 6 a.m. because East Coast by I was posting here at 8 a.m. and East Coast it would be 10 a.m. So I just started doing it earlier.
East it would have been 9.
Okay, whatever. Now
Either way, yeah.
Yeah. So I started doing it a little earlier because we got Florida and New York that are hitting ham. Thanks, guys, by the way. But I think that's it, man. I just want to keep fucking talking, dude. I feel like we haven't done this in a month, but I just want to keep on talking. And you know what? I'm going to stop because we're going to have to get back on it next week. I'm going to have to leave a little bit of flow.
Yeah, we're going to run out of stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to have to leave something. But I think I hit everything. What do you think?
Yeah, we definitely hit everything. We started talking about assholes and shit because we ran out of stuff.
Well, I just added that in because it wouldn't be us if we didn't talk about
Oh,
cigarette
okay.
assholes, you know. I didn't have to, clearly, and I know a lot of y'all are being like, yeah, you really didn't, but it's okay. Anyways, guys, this has been episode 39, and we're going to hit 40 next week, hopefully real hard. Hard. So, as usual, you'll hear us on episode 40.
Yeah.
Clap them cheeks.